talking about, he was asking me whether or not it was me that found the hill that looked down on the base, and I told him that it was. And
yes, indeed.
I don't know if he's there. Are you there, Victor?
Yes, I'm here.
Victor, might I ask then, can you give us any physical details of the base itself? In other words, what the hangars are like, what the buildings are like, anything at all about Area 51?
Are you referring to the Groom Dry Lake facility or to S4?
Either one that you're able to describe, actually.
Well, the Groom Dry Lake facility has been broadcast several times now on various programs, and it is a relatively open facility in comparison to S4, which, as you may, or I'm sure you do know, is 10 miles to the south in abutting Papoose Lake.
Well, we have seen satellite photographs of Area 51.
Yes, this is the demise of Area 51. You're seeing the Open Skies Treaty, the UFO tourism, which Mr. Morton is a big contributor to, and also a certain psychological effect, at least that's how I see it, of the Gulf War. When the soldiers came back from the Gulf War, complaining of Gulf War syndrome, and this saturated the media, I believe this was a direct cause of the lawsuit of the various Area 51 employees who claimed that they had been harmed by the years of fallout from the nuclear testing. At any rate, all of these causes contributed to what is now the case at Area 51, which is that the saucer program and the attempts at communication with the beings and the facilities for the beings are now abandoned.
All right. We've seen the photographs of what is above ground at Area 51. I would be interested in any description of S4, or to know how much of Area 51 and or S4 is underground.
Yes. Nothing significant is underground at the Groom Dry Lake facility. However, S4 has 4 underground levels, for a total of 5 if you count the surface.
And these are devoted to, are you able to describe what these levels are devoted to any degree?
The first 2 levels at S4 are the domain of the back engineering program for the saucers, which I'm sure that you've heard your fill of from Robert Lazar and others.
You bet.
Level 3 and 4, below below level 1 and 2, is the domain of the program dealing with the EBEs.
Can you?
It includes the living quarters for the EBEs, who, by the way, breathe oxygen. During the chaos of the phone number, I heard a bit of your earlier program. I'm not sure if I heard you correctly debating what the aliens breathe. They breathe oxygen. They can walk down any street in America and survive as well as they survive.
Well, if that is the case, can you describe then the reason for the apparent seizure that alien was having, or the reason that they die?
I'm sorry.
In other words,
he just handed me another note, and would you repeat the question?
Okay, yes, sure. The question is, if oxygen is common, if they breathe as we do, then can you tell us?
Well, that I didn't say. Again, this is one of the mysteries of the beings and their technology. Did we finish? Did I finish my comment earlier about Strieber's comment about the telepathy? The issue, or I'm sorry, about the microbes. To a certain extent, the beings appear to be be only symbolically biological. Now, what I mean by that is when they're autopsied, they have the organs of a biological entity. They appear to function as a biological entity, but there is a lack of the chemical and physical functions one would expect in a biological entity, and this has led many individuals to consider them to be somehow not quite physical, that they are somehow hallucinatory, no matter how physical they may appear to be. But another way of looking at it, and this relates to their technology as well, is to just simply say that we are not capable of understanding how they have evolved or how they have changed themselves in their own environment. Because, I mean, think about it. If you took a simple teenager's CD of today, you know, some rock with the Pink Floyd or the Matching Pumpkins, and you took that CD and somehow transferred it back 100 years, there would be no science on the face of the earth that would be able to tell you what that CD was for or how it operated.
Yes, it would be as
no evidence.
It would be as magic. That's a good point. Now, Victor, this alien was in distress. Obviously, it was sick. Is there something on Earth that causes them to have a shortened lifespan that you're aware of?
This is the source of constant theories and no effective treatment. It is not. I do not believe that the aliens are dying because they cannot live in our environment. Frankly, I don't want to make too many religious allusions, but to a certain extent, for some reason, my mind keeps coming back to the story of Jesus, which before this occurred, I did not believe to be a historical fact. But at any rate, certainly symbolically, it's applicable that the Son of God would make himself vulnerable to human action, when obviously the Son of God would not be in that position.
Victor, did you see any other
natural condition?
Sorry, did you see any other creatures being interviewed other than this one? I mean, on the video that you...
I did not personally see any other creatures, and I did not see any videotape of other species. I saw a videotape of a being of the same species, another being. Frankly, well, again, I don't want to get into things that will tend to narrow down my participation and make it more clear where I fit into this. But I am not 100% a believer in the Pleiadian aliens and the various other the more humanoid species. I believe they're wish fulfillment.
Do we know where this particular alien is from?
I believe they are from not here. I do not believe that they are necessarily from the far reaches of space, from Zeta Reticuli, what have you. Various science fiction writers and scientists have postulated different forms of alternate universes, and I don't believe there's really any scientific understanding of this phenomenon. But if I were to choose an answer to that question, I would say they come from another dimension. They come from a contiguous place that is not available to us, whereas their place and ours are equally available to them.
Very informative. All right. What is the tone at Area 51? In other words, are they planning at some point, do you believe, to go public, release anything